Hello, hello. How's everybody doing today? How you guys doing? We got anyone in chat? Good to see you guys. Yo, JT, what's going on, man? What is going on? How you been, man? How you been? I just remembered. There's one last thing I had to get set up for this. Yo, Regidrago, what's going on? How you doing today? I'm doing well. How are you? How are you? Everyone have a good weekend. I know it was wasn't the same usual Halloween weekend everyone's used to. Sorry guys, there is one thing. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're good now. I need to make sure. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Time to get started. Doing good. Good to hear. Alright, so yeah, like I said I was gonna do after last stream, sorry, I gotta adjust my headphones. Trying to get everything adjusted. Mariah, what's going on? Welcome. Yeah, let's check it out. Yeah, so like I said I was gonna do after last stream, I knocked out that Regidrago 152 or 151. The one that we encountered right at the end there. I knocked it out. That way we could, that way we wouldn't have the same level of dialogue each time. It should make the encounters a little bit faster. Not too much faster, but a little bit faster. Yeah, just any little way to speed it up some is good. Like we're locked in on it being Regidrago. That's what we decided to hunt. So there's no reason to be doing the confirmation dialogue each time. Yo, Juan, what's going on? Welcome, welcome. Tremor 7 is out? What is that? Yeah, that's so much faster. Like, it's not crazy or anything, but... Because, like, you have to consider all the reset time leading up to it, but... Cutting out, like... at least 70% of that dialogue, that is extremely nice. Yo, Epic Noob, how's it going? Alan, welcome, man. Welcome. How you been? Hope everyone's had a good Monday. Looking forward to, at least in the US, a very hectic Tuesday. A very crazy Tuesday. May or may not have slept from 2 a.m. to 2 p.m. today. I am jealous, Mariah. I'm very jealous. I could have slept so long this morning, but alas, I had work. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I've been excited to be getting back into the streams and stuff. I've been looking forward to this stream all weekend. I had so much fun on Thursday. It's good to hang out and talk with you guys. I'm excited. I think I've come up with some stuff to do as far as videos, so I'm going to be working on those some this week. Hopefully I can get one of them out, like, maybe Thursday, possibly, because Thursday I can't guarantee a stream. I've got some work stuff going on late, but, like, I would love to get a video out or something. That'd be fun. Because I've been learning some new editing software. I had to pick up, like, something that was free, just because I ran out of my, like, Adobe stuff. That was all through my school. So I don't have that anymore. And some of my friends who do a bit more professional video stuff than I use DaVinci Resolve, so I've been learning that. I've heard it's good. It seemed good so far. Your writing club is in SSO. Okay, your writing club in SSO had their Halloween party last night. Started at 7 and midnight for you. Yeah, I get that. Having like those global things going on, like it works out for like 90% of the people doing it, like who are showing up like, oh, this is a reasonable time, but then someone's like, I'm 5 hours ahead of you guys, like I should be asleep. But those are always fun. Those are worth it. Shiny Lucario, greetings, welcome. How are you doing? Some other YouTubers are on 1.5k encounters and still no shiny. Yeah, that's what I've heard. Some have gotten really lucky with it, some have not. I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy seeing some of the luck going around. I saw Puffin got his Moltres. So congrats to him. That was awesome. I know he was dual hunting those for a bit. Hadn't done a club event in ages. I bet it was fun. It's always good getting together with friends and stuff and groups online. Yeah, hopefully this hunt doesn't take too terribly long. I'm fine with it taking a little while. Like, you know, that's like I've always said. I like shiny hunts and I like the process of it. So I'm totally fine with it taking some time. But let's not have another Regice here. Especially since I feel like the 150 encounters a stream is probably kind of the mark we're gonna hit now. Just an unfortunate truth here is that soft resets are no longer soft resets, they are hard resets. Excuse me. But yeah, they're not as like straightforward and as quick as they were in any of the 3DS games or any of the Pokemon games before now. Right? Like previous was like soft reset. Oh, hey, we're back at we're like right back to the menu, but now it's like an active process to reset it, so it takes a little bit more time. Nothing terrible, but you know, we're 10 minutes into the stream and we've done about 10 encounters, so it's basically halved. It's basically halved like our speed from the wormhole legend hunts. Put a top hat on that, Reggie. If it gets to 10k, it gets the top hat, but not any earlier. Be prepared for 10k encounters, please no. Please no. I saw someone mention online somewhere that there's a suspicion that the charm doesn't affect the Reggie hunts here. Like I've seen that online. I don't know how true that is. Does anyone have like other information about that? Because I kind of find that hard to believe. Like, I guess it's possible, but I've never heard of a situation where the shiny charm doesn't work. Like, where it doesn't do its thing. Two new equines in game to train today. Duskstorm, aka Dusty, is a Connemara pony, and Powerstone, aka Thanos. Alright, I can get behind that. Is a Yorvik Warmblood. 2 more than many you need to train. I hope you're having fun with that, Mariah. I hope you're having a good time with that. Sounds like you're really into it. What I've been doing outside of streams what I've been doing outside of streams game wise. Yeah, I was saying it right the first time. I thought I had flipped game and stream there, but no, that was right. Is Minecraft. I've been playing a lot of Minecraft with friends recently. We've got a realm set up, and we're finally getting into the stage of the game I really like, which is a lot more the automation and mass resource gathering and stuff like that. That's as much as like I do. Some of our friends aren't big fans of that. They like the scavenging. I love being at the point where I just like make a farm for whatever resource and it just is there. Like I specifically decided against a base I was gonna build so that I could build my stuff in the spawn area of our world, like in the spawn chunks that are loaded when anyone's playing. Because like that's the thing with Minecraft, like especially, I don't know if it's true in single player, but I know on servers at least, like the spawn chunks are always loaded and they're always running. Whereas like if you go off, you know, a few thousand blocks or something, like not even that far, but just as an example, if you go off a good ways and build your base, and then you're not online, your base isn't running, or if you're not near your base, nothing in your base is running, or like, you know, your farms aren't growing, clocks aren't running, stuff like that, like anything you set up redstone wise stops. It is nice because, you know, your items don't despawn if they're just on the ground, but it's nice being able to have like my farms and stuff just running. It is on single player. Okay, yeah, yeah. I figured it was. I know starting like way back, like 113 or 114. I think it was a. No, not 113, 114. Was it? Would it have been that? No, like. Yeah, 1.3 or 1.4 of official release is when they started. Is when they started that. When they started when basically the single player world was just a server that had no network access. Because that was when they added like the LAN, like when you could just like open your world up to LAN. And as soon as you could do that, it was basically just running a server. So like none of the mechanics work differently. You post pictures of them, awesome. So yeah, like I explicitly what we'll do is we'll spawn into a random seed. Whenever we come up with something, it always ends up being a super boring seed. So we just started generating into random ones. And what we'll end up doing is like a group of us will get on the first day we open up the world and check out the spawn area. If the spawn area is bad, like the actual original spawn of our world was just a bare bones island, like it was big enough you could do stuff on it, but like it was about the size of a single like small map, or like yeah, like it would have been enough area for us to put up houses, but not much else. So we just went off in a direction where we kind of saw some land. That was an island. Then we saw some more land past that. We went there, and that was like a nice big area. And so we ended up going there, and then the realm owner, he just sets the spawn of the world to right there, which is really nice. Basically just like anyone else who hops on, it's like, hey, this is where we're setting up, guys. And it's not, hey, if you like spawn in and then you open up F3 and then figure out which direction you're going and then go that way, you'll eventually run into us. Like, we have set it so that anyone else who comes in after that first like hour spawns in the right spot. But yeah, so I originally was gonna go away from that area to set up so I could build some bigger stuff, but I was like, nah, I'll just set up in spawn. And so I found like a cave and set up in that cave. And all of my bases in spawn chunks. Have I gotten any shinies in Dyna Adventure yet? I haven't. No, I haven't. I've only done one run of that, and it was the one required for the story. So I haven't gotten any shinies in it yet. I have an idea. I need to run it by the people I'm thinking about. But I was thinking it'd be really cool, I don't know if it's been done before in any way, at least by I don't think it's been done by anyone I know at least. But I think it'd be really cool for a bunch of shiny hunting streamers to just do a collab where you get 4 of us together and we would all go in and do the Dynamax adventures, all streaming separately and stuff together and just in voice chat and everything and hanging out. So then we basically just have 4 streams of the Dynamax adventure, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, I believe you guys told me last week on Thursday that the shininess is randomized for each user, or for each player. It's we're all essentially on our own individual shiny hunts in there. I think that'd be really fun. I think that'd be a cool kind of thing to do to bring some streamers closer. He's got a hard programming assignment. You'll be back. Good luck. If you need any help, feel free to ask, man. Totally down to talk about programming stuff. It's random for each one. Yeah. So I think if you were able to get Puffin, Wes, me, Kanto Kairyu's still streaming, Rainbow Lycanroc maybe. I don't know, does Rainbow have? Would Rainbow be able to? I'm not sure. But if we got there's definitely 4 shiny hunting streamers that would be I feel that'd be really cool. I think that would be a different twist on doing those Dynamax adventures, because either you do them alone or you do them with viewers and stuff, which that's fun. That's fun. I haven't actually done any viewer streams, but just that way you're not all right, do we go or do we wait for another person? It's you have your party of 4. It's going to be consistent, and y'all can all work together for it, and then y'all are kind of involved in everyone's shiny, and I feel that's one of those good multi-stream kind of deals. Yo, Cookie, what's going on? Welcome. Sorry you're late. You've been drawing. We're gonna chill in the stream. Awesome, dude. Good to see you. Kind of nervous of asking you, anyways. See you in 30. All right, dude. All right, dude. Good luck with that. Hopefully my counter's being consistent. I think it is. It's just I have had a couple issues before with my stream deck of like me hitting a button, me thinking that like I actually clicked the button all the way in, but I did not. So not really a problem, but like I'm nervous that that's happening with this. I don't think it's been. The one time I've really noticed it is I have a mic mute button on my stream deck, and that's I'll use that when I'm like doing Among Us, and I'll be getting sussed like crazy, and I'm like, no, guys, I was here, I was like, no, guys, I was like. It's like, I was in, like, Specimen. I was doing stuff. I swear. It's like, what tasks are you doing? I'm like, I'm doing this. It's like, me asking, like, questions no one's answering, and then, like, 7 seconds left in the vote. It's like, oh, I'm still muted. So I've had moments like that. And so I guess I'm kind of paranoid that's happening with the encounter number. I don't think it is, though. This has seemed way more responsive. I don't know. It might just be the plugin I use for the mic mute that's having issues. First shiny was Zygarde and Dyna. Dude, nice! Nice! We need to do the Dynamax Adventures. That's absolutely something I'm streaming. Whether or not I can make this collab thing happen. Absolutely doing that. I mean, there's the Tapus. It's the first time we've been able to shiny hunt Tapus. It's the first time, like, we've been able to get shiny Tapus outside of, like, really limited events that I never participated in. Because, like, most of those events were, you know, like, the online VGC stuff, and my Wi-Fi in that apartment I was in during those was garbage. So I could never participate in those. Like, I wasn't gonna, like, you had to, like, participate in at least 2 rounds or something, and it was like, oh, well, I can't guarantee I'll hold out for a whole round. That is hyped. Dude, I'm really excited. Like, I can understand if people are like, oh, these numbers are low. Like, it's 1% for the shinies. Like, but at the same time, like, it takes like a good 10 minutes to do an encounter. So you're getting close to calling it like 1 in 1,000 odds. Center. It's like what? It's 1 in 400 or something like that without charm, and 1 in 100 with charm. Like, the time put into it lines up. It is 1 in 100. I knew it was 1 in 100. I just thought it was 1 in 100 with charm, and then like 1 in 400 without charm. I'm selfish. I really only know the odds for myself, and I have the charm, so that's all I pay attention to now. It's like, I'm gonna get the charm quickly in any game I'm playing. I'm not gonna focus on non-shiny, on like non-charm numbers. If I encounter a random shiny and catch it, it's like, oh, what were the odds? And I'll go and look them up, but off the top of my head, with the charm, it's 4 times. It's basically 1 in 25. Really? Really? I thought the 1 in 100 was the charm odds. That's getting a little bit. That does get a little bit much, in my opinion, but obviously it's not my decision, and I won't judge any of that. I mean, I'm gonna go for the Tapus. Oh, okay, that's what you mean. Like, you get 4 encounters, so it's basically 1 in 25. Yeah, so like 1 out of every 25 runs, you get a shiny. Like, again, those runs are like 2.5 hours, at least, like, to do all that. No, more than that, I think. I don't know. Math is hard. The time change is screwing with me. Today, Today was a rough day. Like the morning was fine. It's like, hey, I get an extra hour of sleep. But the afternoon was rough. The afternoon's rough when it's like, I feel like I should be done with work and it's 4 o'clock. You gonna get the charm fast when you have me? Yeah, you helped me get that charm for you some. I still really appreciate that, man. You've gotten 12 shinies so far. Dang, dude. But realistically, like, I mean, yeah, it's the 1 in 25, I guess, for, like, any shiny. But most people are going to be going for that legendary at the end of it. So in that case, you're talking the 1 in 100 odds. Granted, you still get shinies along the way. Like, they're still legitimate shinies. It's not like going for the legendary means you can't just like keep the shinies otherwise. I know Random Tens has been doing streams again with all this, like with the new Crown Tundra and everything. I don't know if he got Regidrago. I know he was going for it, but his past few streams he's been incredibly lucky. He got a Tapu Fini on his 5th run of Dynamax. Yo, Michael, what's going on, dude? Good to see you, good to see you. How have you been doing? Good luck again, thank you. Hunting Articuno now, good luck. Okay, so you might know how to answer this for me then, Alan. How do you, or I guess anyone in chat might know, how do you guarantee, like, how do you keep the raid being the same Pokemon, or the same legend? Like, is that involving, like, quitting out or anything, or is that different? I don't know. Because, like, if you can force it to be the same Pokemon every time, like, that's nice. It'll ask you at the end, like, if you want to redo it. You want to keep track where it is. Really? So, like, you have to... Okay, so, like, that's interesting that it just, like, straight up lets you keep doing it. That's nice. PM a photo after the... Alright, cool, dude. I appreciate it. Yeah, I really hadn't done much in terms of looking into any of the Crown Tundra stuff. I just kind of bought it and rushed through it so I could do this hunt. If that's not obvious. Man, do you guys remember back when Sword and Shield came out and it was like crashing Roku boxes or whatever? Like when the game was, I don't know if it was permanently bricking the hardware, but that was an interesting thing to read about. Let's not pick leg. Or you won't be able to capture it ever again. Do you mean like you can't catch, like if you catch them all, like say you were going for the Articuno and you caught the Articuno and then you kept it, like the Articuno's gone, that's no longer an option, is that what you mean? Okay. That makes sense. Like, I guess, like, the idea isn't, like, to let you get infinite numbers of the legends. It's to give you a way to catch the legends. It's the same thing as the wormholes, where it's like, you caught the legendary. It's not like you're gonna continue encountering that legendary. That makes sense. I wonder what happens then once you catch all the legends through it. Like, what's its fallback for that, for the final Pokemon there? Like, if you've caught all the legendaries in the game, what legendary will it put at the end? Also, can you confirm whether or not it's 100% catch rate? Someone said it was, and I hope it is, because we all know me. I want it in that Pokeball. Still be able to encounter them, but you won't be able to catch them. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. 100% catch rate. Yes! That's good to know. That takes the stress off, since you can only throw one ball. Yo! What's up, King Po? How you doing, man? How you doing? Welcome back. It's good to be back. It had been too long. Yo, Maz, what's going on, man? Yeah, PokeTuber saw the stream. It looks fun. Awesome, dude. Awesome. Welcome. Nice to meet you. I hope you enjoy the stream and decide to stick around. How you been doing today? Using Premier Balls, since you can buy them for 1 rock you get from that adventure. There you go. Yeah, I'm still going to be doing my Pokeball thing. I'm still stubborn about it. I will always be stubborn about it. I know I'm really actually risking this Regidrago because of it, but I'm going to get it in a Pokeball. That's how I do things. You're going to watch the video I posted recently. Alright. Alright. It's mostly just that video I posted recently mostly is just a hello everyone, I am coming back to do videos because it had been 3 months. And I felt like it was worth making an announcement of coming back. That's what that video was. It wasn't like anything special. If you want to watch it, go ahead. I won't stop you. Nice to meet you too. Yeah. Can I get some advice? Sure, what's up, man? Feel like I look different? I guess, how many months at this point of staying home, working from home has it been? And me not getting a haircut? At this point, like almost 8 months, yeah. You want to be a gamer, how do you tell your parents they'll never agree? I mean, I don't know. My parents never really had an issue with it. I mean, as far as just like liking video games. Like my dad liked video games too, so I didn't really have to like, you know, convince them one way or the other. They bought me my first, they bought me my Game Boy. They bought like the reason we got an Xbox was because my dad wanted to play Xbox. So that's just kind of how it was for me. I don't know. I never really had, like my parents would be like, yeah, I can only play like 30 minutes a day, but it wasn't ever like a, you know, a problem that video games existed. Might be the hair. I thought you dyed it or something. It's just really long, dude. Like it was weird looking back at just like stream archives from like March and February when I got my haircut. And that was the last time I got my haircut because it's like expensive and I don't have to go into an office, so why cut my hair? It's very smooth for me. Yeah. It helps that I was like doing other stuff. Like it wasn't like I was just playing video games all day. Like I had like clubs I was involved with at school, and then like it's not like video games like hurt college or anything for me. And then now I'm on my own, so it's not like they had like my parents would have much of a say, but it's not like I'm playing video games all day instead of working or anything. Just subscribe. Thank you, Maz. I appreciate that. Really, really appreciate that. Dad's a cool guy. He is. True gamer. He tells me stories of times he'd stay late at the office with coworkers and they like had mods for the original Doom so that they could play like on like 3 projectors or like on 3 monitors, like triple wide before triple wide was really a thing. So that was cool to hear about. As long as it doesn't mess with your well-being or get too obsessive, don't think your parents will really have a problem. Unfortunately, there are parents out there who do, but like, I feel like that's becoming less and less of a thing. Like, I think what's starting to happen now, at least, I know at least in like America and everything, like, it's to the point that the people who grew up playing video games are now the parents. So like it's becoming less of a problem, I feel. Is there really not a faster way to reset in Pokemon Sword Shield? No, there isn't. It stinks. It stinks. There's no soft reset button. And like I get why. Like effectively, yeah, like you would hope that you wouldn't have to close the software and boot it all the way back up. But yeah, I don't know. It's really weird because I was gonna say like it's effectively the same as soft resetting, just a longer process because you're going through the whole switch menu. But it's not, because the 3DS had the home button too, and you didn't have to do that. Like it would be so nice if it wasn't like this. You can get a shiny Regidrago? Yeah! Yeah. You have to soft reset for it, but... Or you don't have to, but you can run away from it too. But that takes a little bit longer. Just because there's like a whole animation and stuff that goes on with that. But yeah, you can get shiny Regidrago. Isn't it new? Yeah! Yeah, Regidrago and Regieleki are new, but you can get them shiny. The new versions of the Kanto birds aren't able to be caught shiny, but that's a whole separate thing. Like, I don't know why those ones are shiny locked, but Regidrago and Regieleki are not. And see it live. Yeah, hopefully we get it. I would love to get it today. It's been a while since I've caught any shinies on stream, because I haven't shiny hunted on stream in a while, but yeah, guys, when was the last shiny we found on stream? Was that like Azelf or something? I feel like it was one of the lake spirits back like August 2019. It's been over a year since we found a shiny on stream. Galarian birds can be traded shiny. Friend gift them to you. I mean, like, they have shiny forms, but like you can't encounter them shiny. Fingers crossed, yeah. If we don't get it today, we'll just stream again and hopefully get it the next time. As it is with shiny hunting. Did I finish Squavit? I finished it off stream. Weirdly enough, like, we spent a while on Squavit. Like, I had over 500, like, knockouts on Squavits. Like, we had the odds maxed out. We streamed it for a few days and, like, didn't find it. And then, like, I bought my mom a Switch, like a Switch Lite on Mother's Day, just because, like, lockdown was happening. And, like, she was just at home by herself with the dog. And, she had been asking about, like, oh, is there, like a laptop game or a phone game we could play together? And, like, there's only so much you can do with, like, multiplayer phone games, and her laptop wasn't running anything like super powerful, so it was like, like it was a thing. Animal Crossing had just come out. That was gonna be like a perfect game for her to play, so I like surprised her and just like ordered a Switch Lite and Animal Crossing off GameStop, because GameStop online still had Switches after everyone else was sold out, right at like peak pandemic console buying. But yeah, so I got one of those for her, and what was I even talking about? Oh, the Squavit, yeah! Wow, I really went off on a tangent. But yeah, so I got her that, and like I was showing her just like what Pokemon looked like. Because she, after playing Animal Crossing for a little bit, she wanted to try out some other games. She got like Mario Kart, I got her Odyssey for her birthday, and she was looking at other games, and one of the games she looked at was like Let's Go Pikachu. I was like, oh yeah, sure, yeah, like, Let's Go would definitely be the series for her if she did Pokemon. She's never played Pokemon before outside of, like, a day or two of playing Pokemon Go right when that came out. So I was like, yeah, so she downloaded a demo for that, but Sword and Shield I don't think have a demo. So I was just, like, showing her, I just decided, like, I'll just pull up Pokemon and, like, on Sword, like, I had Sword in the Switch at the time. I pulled it up, put it up on like her TV, and ran around in grass exclamation mark pops up. I was like, oh, hey, here's a Pokemon. We'll run into it. And it was a shiny Squavit. So we hunted for so long, and then my demonstration of what a Pokemon looks like was a shiny Pokemon for her. He hacks them, but for some reason, those are allowed to be traded. I feel like Game Freak lags behind with their, like, validity checks for trading. Like, the games just kind of go, is the data okay? And it goes, cool, and you send them out. Adore how they made the Galarian Kanto birds the same as the original forms for their shinies. That is a really nice touch. I like... That is one of the best things to have happened with the 3D models. There's so many other issues people have with them, like the desaturation and like lack of character and stuff that kind of happens sometimes with the 3D models just because they had to remake so many of them for Gen 8 or for Gen 6. But if nothing else, once they switched to 3D models, the shinies could get so much more creative and so much cooler. Only rip is you can't shiny hunt them. Yeah, we'll get them as events at some point. Same deal we'll get for every other legend in this game that's shiny locked. Honestly, the biggest rip of everything shiny lock-wise in this game is that Cosmog is locked. Y'all, if we could do a reset hunt for Cosmog, we would be doing that right now. I don't care that there are new Regis. We would be hunting for Cosmog. I'm gonna be straight up with you. Like, here's the thing. Regidrago, Regieleki, I think last year I mentioned, like, I'm not 100% willing to just go out and buy the DLC a second time to go for Eleki. If they had shiny Cosmog, I would buy the DLC to hunt another Cosmog to get a shiny Cosmo. That's one of the few things I have left in my Alola decks, not complete shiny-wise. Like, or that is still locked shiny-wise. The Tapus are now accessible. We've gotten the event, Sigaleo and Lunalas, like, there is a way to get almost every single Pokemon in that Alola Dex as shiny, except for Cosmog. And I wish we could have done that. That would have been a really fun hunt. That's what you're thinking, maybe it'll be patched. It's possible. Usually what just ends up happening is they ban the accounts that gen them after a while, but that takes like some really blatant genning. Like the people who get them traded to them, they can't ban, because... I mean, like, imagine being able to be banned because a hacker traded you something on Wonder Trade. That would suck. So they don't do that. Usually they'll just ban people who have, like, genning software. You can reset from Lunala and Sigaleo. In the Dynamax? Yeah, I'm not surprised. Like, that makes sense. But why can't we do Cosmog? There's a Cosmog there to get... But it can't be shiny, like, immediately. The moment I saw that Cosmog existed, I put down my controller, opened up Google. Sorry, I had to make sure that none of my devices heard me there. But, like, immediately opened up the internet, searched for, you know, if Cosmog was shiny locked in Crown Tundra, and of course it is. I was very salty with that, because we're so close to perfection. Poipole can't be shiny either, but you can get Poipole shiny already. I don't care about that. Why can't it be shiny? That one's already been shiny huntable. Why would they lock it now? You dislike both the shinies for Sigaleo and Lunala, since Sigaleo stands out way too much and Lunala doesn't have stars on it, so it ruins the vibe. Yeah, I don't particularly like the super red shinies that they have. But I've hunted for plenty of shinies I don't like. I'm in it for, like, the full collection. So, like, it's inevitable that after, you know, almost, like, 900 Pokemon, like, there's going to be some duds when it comes to the second coloring of them. Like, there's going to be some duds. It's unfortunate when it happens to Legends, but it does. But ultimately, I'll hunt for them anyways. So mean to us, Keldeo. Don't need to buy another DLC, make a profile, and play from the beginning, get both passes for free. Do you have to play through the whole game to get those passes, or do you get them immediately? So I didn't realize, I wasn't sure if, like, the DLC was unlocked for my profile or if it was unlocked for my Switch. You can save 3 legendary locations. Oh, so you can, like, do 3 different hunts? Cool. That's nice. Oh, hey, we hit 200 encounters. Sweet. Oh, this is going so much faster. Ultimately, not too much faster, but it's going faster. It's noticeably faster. It was about 1 a minute before, and, you know, we'd be about, like, 5 to 10 encounters back by now. So this is, like, 10 to 20% faster. Having saved after running away from it one time. Just to get rid of that one extra piece of dialogue. Ready at the start, you get them, but you need to play until you get to the hotel. Okay. That feels like an arbitrary point to go to, but I guess, like, you have to be a certain level of a certain number of badges. What's your favorite shiny, by the way? Yours are currently the Galarian Birds and Chikorita, since you have a bias for it. Since your favorite Pokemon love the autumn colors. Favorite shiny for me is Milotic, hands down. Milotic's always been a cool Pokemon to me, and that shiny palette of the blue and gold is, like, amazingly good colors. Yeah. I'm a Hoenn fanboy. You'll find that with a lot of my, like, top 10 kind of shiny things, or, like, top 10 Pokemon things, is just Hoenn. Yeah, Hoenn, then Alola, just because I put so much time into Alola. That's where most of my favorites end up coming from. But yeah, hands down Milotic. Rowlet's my favorite Pokemon, but Milotic is leagues above the rest as far as my favorite shiny. Hoenn for life, yeah, man. When you capture them with 0 gym badge, you can capture them with 0 gym badges, but you need to be at least a Pokemon who's level 70, but you can transfer it from home. So, okay, so, like, but if you can capture them, I don't intend to use them. But why do you need the level 70? Is that just to... Or is that just, like, the level they're at? Love Unova because of the music. The music's the thing you love the most. I still haven't played through Alola, or through Unova fully. I'm guilty of that. I own Black and White, but I haven't played through them. Like, I got into Pokemon with Hoenn. Specifically, I actually got into Pokemon with Fire Red. And then I got Sapphire and Emerald, like, as Christmas presents and stuff. Played those, loved them. Played Pearl, liked Pearl. Fell out of Pokemon just because at that point I was in middle school. And, you know, Pokemon's uncool, and self-conscious Ian, like, didn't want to be uncool. So I didn't pay attention much to Nintendo stuff past then. Plus my DS was broken, so, like, I couldn't play it if I wanted. So, yeah, I fell out of Pokemon until I got Oras right after I graduated high school. And then I got really back into it, and then I got back into it with Sun. So I, like, completely missed Gen 5, and I've been meaning to play it. It's just, usually if I'm in the mood to play some Pokemon stuff, it's for a specific Pokemon experience, like shiny hunting or playing new games or something like that. It's just, it's never been to play Unova. I've promised people many times I would, and I just haven't brought myself to do it. Not because I think it'll be bad, I just haven't done it. Like I said, I own Black and I own White. Like, I own these games. It's not that, like, oh, I have to go find a game. They're on a bookshelf over there. But I just haven't finished them. Working on Feebas and Go. Awesome, Mariah. Awesome. Favorite Pokemon is the Abra evolutionary line. Nice. Abra was one of my favorites, too. What's your favorite type? So this is something that I haven't really had a favorite type since Gen 3, when I was, like, like a kid in like 5th grade, and I was like, oh, the dark types look so cool, like all the like edgy cool Pokemon like that a little kid was gonna like. So then it was dark, but since then, like, I haven't had a really favorite type. I just like the Pokemon that look really cute. I'm gonna be real with you guys. So I haven't really had a favorite type. A lot of my favorite Pokemon are grass types, though, so if I have to choose a favorite type, I choose grass type. You're not surviving with Pokemon who's level 12. You need a Pokemon with high level. I'll just throw one Pokeball and catch it immediately. I guess, I don't know why I thought the Dynamax, when you absolutely, obviously meant Regieleki, because it's not like the Dynamax needs a second profile. Okay, so that's not as bad as I thought. I was concerned that, like, my Switch profile owned the DLC, and then another profile wouldn't get the DLC. But you never know. I could throw out my unleveled Scorbunny, or whatever I would choose in another playthrough. I just walk up to Regieleki and take it, assuming I could get through the other Regis and through Calyrex. There's a lot of stuff that I'm making assumptions on. We can all agree that Rayquaza is the best legendary, though. Rayquaza is pretty great. And it's got a good shiny, too. Cosmog. Mew is mythical. Mew is mythical. I understand it being on people's lists, though. I mean, I think, for the most part, like, most lists where you include legends, you can kind of include mythicals, too. Yeah, but Mewtwo's your favorite legendary. Cool, man. Cool. Cosmog, best legendary. I need it to be shiny, though. Why does it have to be shiny locked? It's so sad. What's the worst legendary, though? That's a question I don't feel qualified to answer. Favorite types are Dark, Fairy, Psychic, Dragon, Ghost, Fighting. Hasn't really changed much. Fair. Fair. I feel like if I was more into competitive, I'd have more of a favorite type. But I haven't done too much in competitive. My one little stint of making a single competitive team is about all I've done. It was really fun. I don't know. I feel like I've made my team, and it'd be hard for me to think of another strategy now. And I'd want to build it, like, legit. I wouldn't... Like, that's part of the thing for me, is I'm really interested in doing things in the game, legitimately, not, like, online. You know, like making a hypothetical team or something. It's like, I'd want to use it and try it out, but it just takes so long to get that set up that it'd be hard to do. Dark Pokemon are pretty annoying, probably because I use too many Psychic types. And I guess, like, looking at it and seeing what type annoys you is a good way to tell if you're relying on something else too much. Yo, Eternal Retribution, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Sun and Moon Legends, Cosmog is so cute. Cosmog's great. I still want it to be shiny huntable, though. I don't get why they wouldn't let us do it in this game, in this DLC. Like, I'm also really confused by Poipole being locked. Like, why would they... It's a Pokemon that's already been huntable. Why would you lock it? That makes no freaking sense. If you ask me who's the worst legendary, Missing Pokemon, a.k.a. Missing No. I don't know, Missing No's too OP. Missing No's too OP. It can't be your least favorite. Good, you've been home for a while? I mean... I guess. I've been working all day. Worst legendary is unknown. Oh, I've been gone a while. Oh, yeah. Yeah, dude, it ended up being like 3 months that I hadn't streamed. Hashtag free shiny Nebby. Yeah. Yeah, but it was like 3 months that I did in the stream, and like even longer if you try to go back to my Pokemon stuff. I just like didn't expect to take a break, and then I took a big break. Like I think like I ended the last Paper Mario stream I did with kind of like, all right, see you tomorrow or something, and then like something happened with work, and so I couldn't stream that day, and like work was stressful, so I didn't want to do anything the next day, and then 3 months happened. Hate missing though, because people abusing to get every item. 999. How are you feeling? I'm feeling pretty good. How are you doing? Thanks for asking, by the way. Yeah, I've been doing pretty well. It's been really fun to get back into the streams. So J-Teen, is Unknown considered a legend, or are you just going off of Pokemon with heavy lore? It's like legends have to have like certain stats, right? I guess. I mean, if we're trying to find like the true technical definition of a legend. Yeah, guys, it's something with the stream. My nose hasn't been this itchy for like 3 months, and now here we are. And the movies are unbelievably powerful for some reason. To move the plot forward, probably. There's a den with Delibird, and he has a 3% chance to drop Dream Ball as a reward at the end. That's a very fun fact. I haven't done much with the dens. My friends and I went to the dens for Dittos. That's about it. Like, getting the Ditto I use for my Masuda breeding is really about the most I've done. Like, I have my, right now the save on Sword I have set up is, like, just far enough along, to do the Ditto raids in Japanese. That's it. That's all I've done. Because I had to catch the Ditto in Shield in Japanese, trade it to a buddy, switch the cartridge in my system back to Sword in English, and then trade the Dittos over that way. And that way I was able to I got a couple 5 IV Dittos that way, or 4 or 5 IV Dittos. And with those I was able to get, like, with using those kind of back and forth, I was able to get some decent mons for competitive. For Dyna Adventures, you won't know if Pokemon is shiny until the end. Well, you need to choose one to keep. Yeah, I was aware of that. Like, that part's kind of interesting, how they do it that way. Like, I mean, I guess, like, that's kind of weird that it works like that. Like, you would think you would see it with shiny right at the start. Like, I don't think there's any reason that, like, a Dynamax Pokemon wouldn't show up as shiny, right? But I guess it's because, like, the shininess is generated upon catching it or something. And so, like, they can't show it as shiny for, like, the one person it's shiny for and then not shiny for anyone else. I think. Do the normal raids show up as shiny immediately, or are those also something you don't see until you catch it? Again, I didn't do too many raids. They show. That's so weird that it doesn't show up in Dynamax then. Like in the adventure then. Like it's the same setting. Everyone was shiny at the same time though. Yeah. Yeah, but that's still kind of weird then that, like, it's not shiny for everyone. I guess, like, maybe so that you don't go through the whole, like, that if like the first Pokemon you run into is shiny, you don't just catch it and, like, leave or something. I don't know. It seems like whatever they're doing, it's generating the true Pokemon after the whole thing's over. Can't leave. You either need to use all 4 lives or finish the adventure. All right, so you can't just like bail. But yeah, so I mean, I don't know. That's still it's weird. It's really weird that like they don't show up as shiny. Like for some reason the adventures, the shinies are generated afterwards. Like there isn't really a problem with that. It's just interesting. Are still doing the tradition of naming the Pokemon if we guess when the shiny will show up? Probably not. I'm probably not going to name these. Just because I actually usually don't name my shinies. I did with the streams for a while, but now that we're hunting kind of in my personal sword copy, like it used to be like I'd have like, you know, Ultra Sun was my Ultra game, and then Ultra Moon was the stream Ultra game. But like I don't have like a Shield copy that's mine, or that's the like I have Shield, but like it's not like a stream like my stream save and then my normal save. This is just like my save. I don't normally name my shinies. We should do a Pokemon Emerald playthrough. That could be fun. That could be fun. It's been a while since I played, like actually played through Gen 3 or anything. It's much, much better. Much, much better than what? Do I still have a copy of that copy of Shiny Trico? I do. And I'm not sure we're gonna do it. The Shiny Trico and like a dozen Shiny Poochyenas. Yeah, I still have that. I absolutely still have that. I don't remember what the timing was. Emerald is very fun. Yeah, it is. If I transfer it. No, yeah, it's still on there. It's still on there. Is it at my desk or is it over somewhere else? It is somewhere else, but I do have my Japanese Ruby at my desk, though. Yeah, a really good question is, where the heck is my copy of Emerald? That'd be a good thing for me to find, because it's not just sitting on a shelf. Play through that copy. I actually don't know if I would do that. that would be very like the whole point was. Technically, we are doing a playthrough on that. The idea was to do a Shiny Badge quest. But then that got messed up because of the Shiny Poochyyena problem. Because, I guess, what I've come to decide was the issue with that was that, you know, we found the Shiny frame. And the idea was going to be to exploit the shiny frame, get some shinies, and yeah. But it was to get the shiny frame, exploit the shiny frame, and get shinies like relatively quickly. Like we're talking like we would do a stream where we hunted for the Pokemon. We would hunt for like 90 minutes or so to 2 hours, like my normal stream times back then. I guess even back then it was kind of 3 hours, but like, somewhere around like 2 hours to hunt for it, like have fun talking about it. I would take that, I would record the next segment of the Shiny Badge quest, then we would come back and we would hunt for the next Pokemon. But I think what's happening in that is the shiny frame also lines up, obviously, like all that RNG resets every time. That shiny frame lines up with an encounter slot for the route. So like, how you have like these Pokemon can show up on a route in the older games. And like there's X percentage and stuff. I think it was basically like you had a certain number of slots, and those slots are filled with the Pokemon that could be encountered in like a certain order. And it was whenever it hit the shiny frame, it hit the same, slot on that encounter list. And on every route that we have access to before Brawly, like before actually fighting Brawly, we had, or has Poochyyena on it, and that slot always gives Poochyyena, if Poochyyena is an option. That's what I figured. And the thing is, it kind of came down to a situation where it was like, well, if I do stream to hunt for something in here, I'll have to test hunt it first, which defeats the purpose. Like, because it's like, oh, are we gonna get something different? It was like, am I gonna go into the forest and see if like Wurmple is the encounter? Well, if I get the shiny Wurmple and then reset that and then stream, it's not a genuine reaction to hunt for Wurmple. So it kind of died because of that. Like, it didn't make sense to keep doing it. We have Ralts. Ralts is still a hunt. That needs to be done. But I also need to get my cap cards working again. Granted, we're closer. We're closer. I finally got my software back for those. That was like lost on the old PC that's still sitting over on a cardboard box there. But I was able to get that running. Pulled my capture software off it because Katsukity doesn't exist anymore and I can't get legitimate copies of the software anymore. So that was my last copy. So I now have that on this system. I got to get it working. I am nervous about my Game Boy capture though. That's done using, like, originally I did it using a Game Boy player. Like that was how I initially started out doing that. But what I switched to after starting Manaphy, because Manaphy, I needed a second DS capture card. I bought like an actual original DS capture card. So basically, original DS, but the back of it has, right here, they replaced the charging plug with a USB plug. So that became the charging port as well as a data port to the computer. And so like, it just works like that. But originally the plan was actually for a while, Mel was going to use that. She wanted to try streaming. I was trying to help her get that set up. That was part of why I pulled the software off there. But it's dropping frames, like between the capture device and the computer, for her at least. So I had to bring it back here, and I have to test it and see if it's working. So there's a chance that it's not going to work, which would be very unfortunate. And if that's the case, then like I don't know how I'm going to do an Emerald playthrough. Actually, like I didn't even think about that. So hopefully it works. Hopefully it's something funky with the software while it was on her computer. Which also I hope it's not. Like I hope that it's just a random fluke. My biggest concern is that it's the plug on there. USB micro B is pretty flaky. Like even my 3DS capture card, I had it like perched up on a stand in a certain way, so that I didn't like bump the cable or move the system because that would kill the capture. So, like, I'm really hoping the DS capture card's not going the same way. Like, I haven't used it in a while. Like, it shouldn't just suddenly become a problem. Since we moved to a different apartment, no more free chocolate milk. You're right. So sad. But at the same time, Mel's microwave isn't killing our internet anymore. If all else fails, good thing we have ROMs and emulators. Don't know if I emulate games, but, like, it's an option. Like, for a playthrough like that, I wouldn't feel as bad doing that. Like, because if I want to play Emerald, my options are emulate it, reset the save with the shiny Trico that started the stream, like these streams, or like play through a save that we've already started. Like, you know, those are my only options there. So I feel like emulating to do a random playthrough wouldn't be bad. Or we could just do like a randomizer to justify the emulation. Yo, Grenji, what's going on? You got a shiny Giratina on 3 raids the other day. Dude, nice. How you doing, Grenji? And Dark Litton, welcome. Good luck. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Pros and cons at least with the new apartment. This is true. This is true. Yeah, this apartment hasn't been too bad. Internet's been fine for the most part. Yeah. Yeah, the apartment overall hasn't been too bad. Recently, I think I mentioned in that video I posted last Wednesday, we got a new neighbor recently who is a fan of loud music. It's really the only way to describe it. Not great. Been trying to randomize Sword Shield for almost 3 days now, and no dice. Really? There's randomizers for Sword Shield? Like, I knew we had kind of gotten to that point with, like, Gen 7 stuff and, like, 3DS stuff. I didn't know we were... Like, I shouldn't be surprised. Like, the ROM hacking community moves quickly. But really, do we have, like, Switch emulators? Or are you trying to run this on your Switch? Free random concerts, I guess, for me. Yeah, I'd just rather them not be at like 1 a.m. and not be the same like 5 songs over and over again. Like they're not loud enough for me to know what they are. Previously, at one point, they were loud enough that my phone like can tell you what song's playing like around you, and it just like picked up a song from what they were playing. I don't know if it was accurate, but it picked up a song. But most of the time, yeah, they play like the same 5 songs over and over again. Every once in a while, they'll play something else, and I'll kind of recognize it. One day, they played the Shrek soundtrack. I did hear that one. I was okay with that. I accepted that because it was like a bad day at work, and it was like 4:30, and it was like almost done, and then there's like "I'm a Believer" is like playing faintly, and this is like, all right, I'm cool with this. Or using an emulator and it kept freezing. Buying another Switch to manipulate it. We've been randomizing 3DS games for over a year now. Nice. Really? So there's Switch emulators already? Nice. That's cool. I say already like the Switch hasn't been out for 3 years. But it just feels like Switch emulators would be far away. Now you feel you've had tenants that would throw birthday parties seemingly every day. Glad they're gone now. Yeah, I mean, like, for the most part, I mean, everyone here kind of keeps to themselves, and, like, for a while, there was, like, you could tell there's, like, a dog upstairs who would just, like, kind of, you hear around on the ground, like, just running all over the place. And, like, there's nothing to do about that. Like, can't be mad at people for walking, and, like, it wasn't bad. And, it was like, you could tell it was when the person living there got home, and the dog got excited, and then, like, just a couple random times throughout the night, like, throwing a ball, or whatever, and the dog would take off. Normal things to live around. Like, the noise now is, like, just kind of obnoxious, just from the perspective of it's the same songs, and you can tell that they know, like, I think there have been enough complaints that they only play during, like they'll stop for quiet hours, which is, like, 10 o'clock or something. So, like, stop at 10, and then they'll pick right back up at, like, 9 or something like that. There's a lot you need for it, though. Team behind Citra is working on it, and it's making progress. Cool. I might just download it out of curiosity. Don't have notifications for Discord. I do, but they shouldn't come through stream. Like, stream's capturing specifically me in the capture card and nothing else. I know that was a problem for a while, but I did figure out... Like, I did get it working, so, like, I can hear it, and, like, everything's actually kind of going through correctly, so, like, there shouldn't be any... It shouldn't go through stream. You need product and title keys for it, though, to play anything? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, really, that's the only way they can do it. Like, I mean, that's... Technically, most emulators are supposed to kind of require that. Like, not out of, like, technical reasons, but, like, legal reasons. Yeah, like, that's always the thing with, like, emulators and ROM sites. Like, you should own this game first. You don't disturb the stream. Yeah, no, like, if you send something, it won't disturb. If it does, it's on me. It's not on you. Yeah, it should be fine. Oh, I thought I had opened it. Citra's come such far away, though. You can run Ultrasun in 4 times. It's the resolution at 600% speed, and you're somewhat low on PC. Nice! Yeah, that was something where my old PC, the one back there, that was a 4790K and a 970, struggled if I tried to run, like, at 720p or something in Citra when I tried it one time. I should try it again. I haven't tried it on my new PC, which, like, puts that one to shame, but yeah, I haven't tried it on here. I never thought to try Citra. Might get Citra now. It's impressive. Like you have Citra making it better and getting more efficient, and you have computers in general just getting faster. So I think the general rule for emulation usually comes down to you need at least 5 times the like pure processing power to emulate something at real time. Just because like the reason you have to emulate it at all is that like the processor in a 3DS is very different from the processor in your computer. So like your computer needs to read the instructions for the 3DS, have a translator translate them, knowing there's a 3DS, translating them to the right computer, then give them to the computer, and then the computer still has to do all the instructions. Yeah. It's also a new String of the Universe randomizer that does universal randomizing for Gen 6 and 7 now. Really? That's cool. That's really cool. Because wasn't it like a process to get a randomized ROM for like Gen 7 for a while there? I didn't really follow the randomizing scene too much. Like I kind of had thought about it for like earlier games, but had never really gotten like into it. Randomizing Nuzlocke. Oh, first time randomizing and first time Nuzlocking. That would be special. Not that bad. Extract, replace some files, rebuild. Yeah, I guess not too bad. There's a possibility, man. There's a possibility of a randomized thing. That could be fun. Someday I wish having the ability to ROM hack, kind of like data miners. I used to really want to try to like data mine stuff. That was something that I thought was really cool, but it was just like I didn't know, where like the communities were for it or anything. I was like, yeah, if I try to get into this, how do I like actually get into it? So I tried it with some like mobile games, like Sif, if people know what Sif is. Back a couple years ago, I was ripping data out of that. Nothing new. I never actually found new stuff, but I was able to rip a lot of stuff out of it. Like I ripped stuff that everyone knew, but I was like, oh hey, I like actually found all the like technical details of how to like pull this data out of the game and where the data comes from. Now how do I figure out where the new data is? So whether you're a little kid when you start watching, now you get your career path sorted out for the most part. Yeah, that was things like we were talking about, like a bunch of people were talking about on Thursday, like how it's been like 3 years now that we've been streaming, if not a little longer, and like how much has happened in those past 3 years. I just want to go back to an old game and find someone to use dialogue content and inflate your ego by like 100%, 100 times. Dude, that is really cool. There's ways to do that, not necessarily with like a Game Boy game, but like if you have like Steam games or something, and like you have like a Unity game, there's programs out there that'll just rip Unity games all the way back down to what they were before they were compiled super quickly. Just because like a lot of that stuff, like I mean, because basically what like a game file is at the end of the day is a fancy zip folder with all the content for the game. Like, hey, here's all this stuff. I'll tell you how to use this stuff, and then just packaging it in a way where it's not easy to pull it apart. You're just beginning trying graphic design and now taking clients and your complicated skills. Dude, that's really cool, man. That is really cool. How's all that stuff been going for you? no notifications were heard right on stream. So the messages. Yeah, I heard the messages, but yeah, it didn't show up on stream or anything. Let us try checking them real quick. Okay, so they just like blatantly ask you want to do it again. That's nice. That is actually really convenient. Cool, thanks for sending me those, Alan. It's been great. I worked with many great creators, and your art has been seen by people you watch on a daily basis. Dude, that's awesome, man. Congrats with that. You pick your wages in a way too, which is really convenient. Yeah, you get to decide all that pretty much. That's awesome, dude. I am impressed. Man, I wish my nose didn't get so itchy while streaming. Yeah, doing the thing where I got rid of those extra dialogue lines is definitely showing a bit of a noticeable improvement now. I think, maybe, I don't know. I said that, but I think basically what it's going to do is instead of getting 150 encounters in like a 2.5 hour stream, we'll get 150 encounters in a 2-hour stream. So yeah, about a 20% improvement. That's pretty good. This reset's just so long. I mean, it's so long no matter how you do it. Like, because your other option is running from this encounter, letting the animation play of it, calming down, then you have to walk in the pattern, and then it's the animation of it waking up, then you have to go up to it, click it, and then you go through the whole same thing. It's just, are those two animations and you walking more than resetting the game is the real question. Look at the old stuff you made for me as fan art and laugh now. You thought you were the stuff, and it's literally a burning piece of garbage is what you do now. That just shows how much you're improving, man. Like, the same kind of things like people talk about, like, thinking back on things you did in the past and cringing, and it's like, that just means you've grown. So you have the shiny looks when you get it. Alright, let's check that. Yeah. So I knew about that part. I was watching Random Tens. He was doing a Tapu Fini hunt yesterday. And I knew that part. I knew that like that's where you found out if it was shiny or not. I really appreciate it, man. Thanks for sending me that. Because again, I hadn't actually looked into it at all. I just this is just information I've kind of pieced together from like various streams that I've watched, like I popped in and out of. So thank you. This is information that would be vital for me, like, actually, knowing what to do. If I do, and when I do, like, some Dynamax adventure hunts. If you want to save Lunala, just tell you since it's Shield exclusive. Oh, okay. Okay, so I guess some of these legends are Shield exclusive. Which ones are all exclusive? Yo, Wooly, who's it? What's going on? Welcome to the stream. Long time no see, yeah! How you doing? How you been? How are you gonna be? And it's been so good seeing all these familiar faces again and seeing new faces. Streaming is so much fun with you guys. Been pretty good, mostly classes though. I get that. Man. I've mostly just been doing work. Gosh, so I don't know how many of you guys saw on Discord, but I found out today. I just decided to check on my lunch break. Like, opened up Pokemon Go and was like, oh yeah, there's like remote raids right now or something. Let me click on gyms around me. Not only, I think I mentioned one. Not two, but not one, not two, but three. Three gyms within like the viewing distance of me sitting in my apartment are EX raid gyms. And I have not done a raid on any of them up until like I think I did like a Duskull remote raid today or something. I think that's what it was. Yeah. It took me that long to learn this fact. It's like I walk by two of these when like I go on walks every once in a while. I have a complete video guide to the Dynamax Adventures you could send. Hey man, yeah, send it my way. Yo, Nate, what is going on, man? Welcome to the stream. How's your day going? What encounter are we stopping at? I don't have a specific encounter. I'm probably going to be streaming like for a total of 2 hours, which means like another 35 minutes or so. Ideally, we'll get to 300. It's seeming like we're on track for that. Because like I said, it looks like we're doing about 150 encounters every 2 hours now that I have you know, kind of reset the way I was doing the soft resets. Are you good playing Breath of the Wild? Nice, dude. How's that one going? Want to get into Pokemon Go, but you live somewhere where Pokestops even are hard to come by. Yeah, there's a lot of Pokestops near me. It is a little difficult, like, right now, just with the fact that pandemic and everything, like, not leaving my apartment a whole lot. Because I feel like they've done a decent job of making it where, like, apartment complexes aren't Pokestops. Which, while it is annoying, as someone who lives in an apartment and would love to be able to spin a Pokestop all day long, it makes sense. It makes sense that I shouldn't just have a continuous supply of every item in the game. Like, when I was in the office, like, there were, like, 2 or 3 gyms right by me, several Pokestops, and just depending on how my GPS was acting that day, I could hit, like, all of them. So, like, I had all this stuff I could do from, like on lunch breaks and stuff, for waiting for something to load on my computer. Like, I could just, like, spin it or whatever, but I can't do that now, and, like, I kind of fell out of Pokemon Go a while back anyways. I think about this time last year. I think, like, the last thing I had done was, like, on October 30th or 31st last year, up until the Porygon Day a little while back. And then I played some this weekend. And so I just decided to check today, and that's when I saw, like, the gyms by me were EX raids. Yo, Ash, welcome! Good to see ya. You're riding the Zelda horse while looking for shrines and quests. Shrines are about the only thing I did in Breath of the Wild. I defeated one divine beast. And I just did a bunch of shrines, and then put the game down for so long I didn't remember ever getting to where I had saved. Sent me pics on Discord. Okay, thank you, man. Send friend request on Discord so you can send a DM. Alright, man. Were we not already friends? I didn't realize that. Okay. Whew. I thought we had sent me there, Helen. I thought, like, when I saw the shield one, I was like, that's a lot of things to be exclusive. Also, why is Ho-Oh and, or, like, you know, why are, like, all of these Pokemon in Shield. Like I saw the Tapus, and I was like, why are all the Tapus in Shield? Oh no, I have this on Sword. Then I realized it was just a list of all of them and not like specific ones. Alright, cool. Whoops. We can move on past this. Thought we were. Yeah, that's weird, man. Yeah, you found a first try shiny Regice without even hunting for one. Get out. Leave. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Congrats, man. Do you think you'll do some Dynamax adventures with your viewers? It's possible, Ash. It's possible. One thing I mentioned earlier in the stream that I'm thinking about, and I want to see what you guys have to say as well as what like the other required people would have to say, but like trying to do a collab stream with some other shiny hunters. Like get like someone like Puffin and Wes and like those guys like in like one stream together. And like do Dynamax raids that way. Like we all are able to stream. I think that would be really fun. I feel like that's something that hasn't really been done much with Pokemon streaming. Like occasionally you'll have people like do a multi-stream. Like I know I did one with Renji, I did one with Cinder. Like where you just are in a call together, both hunting stuff. But I don't think it's ever been in a situation where you're all hunting, like actively collaborating together on the hunt. Like you're all doing the Dynamax together. I don't think I've seen that. I think that'd be really fun. Yeah, you can just type what you're different. Yeah. That's pretty. That makes sense. I saw the first list and like looked through that. I was like, that's a lot of Pokemon. Why are they all on here? Why are all the Tapus in one game? This is ridiculous. And then I realized that they're in both. And that list was just every Pokemon in each game. Collabs would be amazing. We got 12 tiers in here. Let's go. Yeah. Let's go. Double digits. The hype is real. Proceeds to disappear. No. Gone like a magic trick. And did it with viewers. Yeah. Like viewers is fun. Viewers is always a cool idea. And like it's a great way to interact. I think you end up in a situation where if there's not enough people in your stream, there's not enough people to do it, and like you end up either still with AI or like no one else, and like you're just kind of waiting. So you have that, or you have so many that people feel left out. Like I feel like that there's got to be like a happy medium in your stream size there, but also like where like if you collab, you end up in this situation. I think it's just kind of beneficial to all streamers, where it's like, you can like, you suddenly have 4 audiences watching you. I don't know how well that works in a community like the Pokemon like streaming community, especially like, the community where like Puffin and Wes and I, streamers I know and I've interacted with. Like usually that kind of interaction happens because our audiences interact. Like I think it'd be fun. It's something that I need to shoot that idea to him at some point. I'd be like, hey, is anyone interested in this? And find a way to like set it up and find a time that works for everyone. Just because I know like half the streamers I know are in Europe and the other half are in North America. So it's like one group works easily and the other group works easily, but what time works together? Well, there's got to be a time. Like, I mean, it might be a weekend thing, but there's got to be a time for that. Thank you for that, Alan. If you like the stream, don't forget to like and subscribe. I would appreciate it if you have not liked or subscribed yet. If you could, helps out a lot with YouTube realizing that people like these streams. So I really do appreciate that. That helps out more than you guys would imagine. Never forget the time when it took me over 9k encounters to get shiny Regice with shiny charm in a Gen 7 game. So we were 8 times odds. That was ridiculous. That was brutal. Like I think that was one that like I know people had started mentioning like big streamers too. Like this dude's going on this long. This is insane. And everyone's just like, I don't like, I'm glad I'm not him. And it's like, I wish I wasn't me either. Yeah, that one went on too long. That one will go down in record books. That one will be remembered. A group chat of friends, so you're trying to live stream times with each other. Yeah, that makes sense. Hey, Desi, when you're free, hopefully you can help you with your assignment. It involves some very messy array stuff, and you're stuck. Shoot the question here. I can try thinking about it and see if I can get an answer. Not trying to mention your numbers and stuff, but streaming Dynamax Adventures with friends helped you gain like 77 subs in a week. Dude, that's awesome. I don't remember the last time I had that much growth. I think I had like a couple days where I had like decent sub growth, but 77 in a week's nice, dude. Gotta go take a shower and stuff. Good luck on that. Alright, see you later, Cookie. Thank you for tuning into the stream. It was good seeing you. Hope to see you again soon. It's really nice on that side. I mean, yeah, I think when you have multiple people doing it, especially with something like the Dynamax Adventures, which are new and kind of hyped up still, like that's like really fun and like really cool. And like it's a thing where when you're collabing, like now a whole audience that might not watch you but watches someone else, like can see your personality and go, oh, he's nice, he's cool to watch, and like, hey, I'll subscribe to him, I'll tune into his stuff when the other person I watch isn't streaming, and then you get that going. And like your audience is the same way to the other guys. Like overall, like collabs like that are really beneficial all around. Definitely sending the question on Discord so you don't want to disturb the stream. Yeah, man, pop it on Discord and I will take a look. Huh, that is really interesting, Grenji, the link. I didn't realize that any kind of filters like that set up where like non-friends couldn't send me stuff like that, but I do have it now that we're friends and you sent it to me again. Have you thought about doing Animal Crossing viewer island visits? I've seen other people doing them. I personally haven't really considered them. Nothing against them. I don't know. Animal Crossing isn't a game I feel like I would do well streaming. Be it like I don't think like, oh, I'm terrible at Animal Crossing or anything. It's pretty hard to be bad at that. I feel like in a lot of ways, like Animal Crossing is a chill game for me that I just like kind of play on my own, if that makes sense. Just wanted to drop by and say hi. All right, Nate. Thank you for stopping by, man. It was good seeing you. Hope to see you again soon. And thank you for the good luck. Hopefully it comes in use today. Guys, we hit 20 likes on the stream. Thank you for that. I really, really appreciate that. I need to get some goals put back up on the stream. It's been a while since we've had any. I'm trying to think of like good goals, like numbers for goals, as well as like things to do to celebrate like hitting the goal or something. Like fun things we can do, like kind of bigger things that are like actually kind of like neato and interesting. Not friends on Discord, you could send you pics and messages. Yeah, that's really weird. Yeah, you're able to send me like pictures. I guess Grenchi tried sending me like a link. That might be different. That might be a Discord like security thing, just because people can make really sketchy links. So I guess I can understand why like a link wouldn't be able to be sent that way. Thinking about the Animal Crossing thing, that could be interesting if like there were enough viewers interested in doing that, like in showing off their islands like that. Like had really cool islands. I don't know. I definitely find that when I play Animal Crossing, after like 30 minutes or so, I just kind of aimlessly wander around until I turn off the game. Try sending me a wiki link. We can see if that works. Yeah. Yeah, just out of curiosity, like... Yeah, are we friends? Alright, we aren't. So if you send a link and it goes through, then we know that works. Completely forgot about the stream. Anyway, hello again. Welcome back, Jane Luke. How are you? Hope your evening's going well. Huh, I got the Bulbapedia link. That's weird. That is really weird. Huh. Yeah. That's very interesting. Maybe it's because we already chatted and we have been on the call too. That's possible. I don't know. That is interesting. I can understand why it would go either way. Very close call in your Wonderlock. Your Dartrix was at 15 HP. Dang, dude, that is pretty close. But you're okay though, right? Dartrix is all good. No harm done. I mean, it's a lot of harm done, but not too much harm. Was my first party member? Right now, it is Milotic. I have Milotic in here so I can throw up Rain Dance real quick. That way, I can Thunder it and paralyze it pretty easily. Nah, it's Milotic. My plan with Milotic is to drop the Rain Dance real quick, and then I have a Heliolisk, and I'll Thunder it until the Heliolisk gets knocked out. That is my entire strategy. From there, it is paralyzed and decently low health, and it is fingers crossed as far as if I catch it or not. Terrified about double battles? Oh yeah, those are coming up, aren't they? Good luck hunting all the Regis. You need it. You need all of them in your party to encounter Regigigas. Yeah, so I need to get Eliki some way. In order to do Regigigas. I might just have to like take that as a trade from someone at some point to do it. But I have all the other Regis in here. I didn't like shiny hunt them because I have them already. If I need to shiny hunt them, I can hunt them in another like save of the game or something. But I've already hunted those. I'm not hunting Regice again. No one can make me hunt Regice again. Not gonna lie, Regidrago can one-shot you with a signature move. Oh, he can absolutely one-shot Milotic. I'm very aware. Just usually he's paralyzed. Yeah, my party's not set up well for this. I'm aware. I realized that like right before I started streaming on Thursday, and I haven't had much of a chance to fix it yet. It's something that... Honestly, tomorrow night while I watch election results come in, I'll probably be fixing up this team some. It's on my list of just things to do as I have like some spare time to do stuff while I'm watching stuff and my hands are free. Need Regice, Rocksteel, and Drago. Okay. So I don't need Eliki then? That's nice. Try getting random shinies and go. Both your Drowsy and Aries and Houndoom are random. Nice. Yeah, I get decently lucky with random shinies in Go. Like my fourth encounter in Go on my existing account was a shiny Drifloon. Like nearly immediately, and then I found a Shuppet the next day that was shiny just randomly, like outside of community days and stuff. This was like 2 Halloweens ago. It was 2018. If you want, you can make Pokemon for Drago. If you don't get it shiny today, I appreciate the offer, man, but I do generally have a good number of Pokemon I can get set up for this. I need to get shiny hunting stuff set up for this game anyways. I haven't done that yet because I haven't done much shiny hunting. And I need more reasons to play this game. I've actually been enjoying getting back into playing Gen 8 some. So the more reasons I have to actually sit down and play it, the better. So nervous going into the water trial. But I mean, if like your Dartrix should be fine in water trial. And you're gonna get the wishy-washy. That's not too difficult. I don't want to jinx it or anything, but like that's not terrible. JT, you still need help with that programming question, man? If so, man, just hit me up. Like, just send me the question. I can take a look at it now. We can see if I can figure it out on the spot. Hey, there it is, actually. It's encrypt user input. Alright. Alright, I'll take a look at this as we go. It was like right as I asked, he sent it. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Whoops. Okay, so JT, by like the repeat the process, I'm guessing it just means move over to the next two and then go, or is it just move over? Yeah. Move over to the next two letters. Okay. Okay, so you've been given... Okay, so basically you need to look at the first... You need to look at two characters. You have a loop. Like, you have a... Are you allowed... I'm assuming you're allowed to import stuff for this. Yeah, if you're using user input, you should be allowed to use, like, scanner and stuff, right? I'm gonna sound crazy talking to, like, answering questions on Discord. Don't mind making a Pokemon for hunting. You have so many rare candies and bottle caps. Competitive player in VGC, so you don't mind breeding and leveling up and making perfect moves. I mean, I actually really enjoyed that while I was making my team as well. Like I said, I'm probably just gonna do it tomorrow. I'm gonna be glued to a screen one way or another. All I know so far is you need to learn scanner and a for loop. So what you're going to want to use as a scanner, obviously, and it'll be a scanner on the user input, and your loop will be a while loop, using like while, whatever you name your scanner, like scanner.hasNext. As long as you have that, yeah, that's what you're going to want to use. That's how you'll do your loop. However, whatever you name your scanner, while scanner name dot has next. That's a Boolean function that tells you that there's more to pull from the string. That's what you need. Never been able to beat the Akala trials in your first try. You're just terrified of losing Dartrix. I feel you, man. But wait, if you're on water, is that after grass or is that before? Is water the first or? I don't remember actually. Why can't I remember what order the trials are in? Does it go water, fire, grass, or does it go fire, grass, water? I forget. I shouldn't forget. I have thousands of hours in this game. How do I not remember the order of stuff? Don't want to get parties so overleveled that they don't obey you anymore. Oh, true, since they're all traded. Grover was your first shiny, and then Cheeto, then Drowsy, and finally Aries. Cool. Crosswater Fire, fighting. Fighting? Oh, I guess like the Grand Trial. Is it Grand Trial or is it just Trial? I forget, but yeah. So is it Rock? You have Olivia at the end, basically, is what it is. I feel like you're okay to level a little bit over. Yeah. Oh, it's water, fire, grass. Ooh. I see that. I see that. That's a little rough. I can see how that'd be unnerving. I thought you were done with grass. Grass is, I think, universal. Like that grass trial, I think, is universally agreed upon to be like the most daunting of trials. Alright guys, let's see. We have like 12 minutes left in the stream and 19 encounters left. Let's see if we can hit the 300 mark today. I mean, we're gonna. I'm just gonna go until I hit 300. Like, spoilers on this. I'm sorry for taking away the suspense. But yeah, that's our goal here, is to just hit 300 encounters. At least double the encounters today. It's possible, like, if we don't get it by this weekend, I might do a longer stream to try to rack up those encounters. Just because I feel like these are taking a little bit longer than I would expect, usually. Hope we don't hit 300 encounters and get the shiny before 300. That would be great. That would be really great. Man, if we could be the person who gets this Regidrago quickly, because it seems like Drago and Eliki have been taking people a long time. Like on top of how long like the encounters take. Like the number of encounters has been pretty high for people on this one. Remember the game so well. Normal fighting. Water, fire, grass, rock, electric, ghost, dark, fairy, dragon, ground. Is that the order they were in? Why am I blanking on where the fighting one was? I mean, I know the normal one. Yeah, you go. I think it's the Grand Trial, right? Fighting as Hala. Yeah, I totally forgot the Grand Trial. The others don't have an order. Yeah, so normal and fighting are on melee. Then you go to Akala. Yeah, I totally had forgot whether or not, like, you actually did the water trial at first, or if you went to the water trial and they're like, oh, come back later, and then you did fire and then grass, and they're like, oh, meet me at the water trial, because I could have sworn that they were up that way. I don't know if that was something that was just different in USUM, or if that was, like, just a whole thing. Alright, let's see. I feel like I shouldn't be rushing this. If I rush this, if I rush this, we're guaranteed to get the shiny, and I'm gonna reset over it, like, in an attempt to get 300 encounters faster. Ooh, excuse me. It's always been that order in both you summon Sun and Moon, except you use some fairy head of trial. Okay. Yeah, they kind of like screwed fairy and Sun and Moon. Like it seemed like it was gonna have a trial, and I was like, nah. Didn't hunt the other Regis, right? Nah, I just picked them up. I figured if I wanted to hunt them, I could do it on another save or do it on shield or something. I didn't have to do it on this one because my goal was I bought Crown Tundra Wednesday. I bought the DLC Wednesday and was streaming Thursday. So Wednesday night I had to get to Drago. Like the whole timeline was like Tuesday night I decided I was going to start streaming again. So Wednesday I recorded that video, bought the DLC. I recorded all the audio on my lunch break. Bought the DLC on my lunch break. As soon as work ended, I edited the video together pretty quick. Cause it was just a talking head thing. All I had to do was cut out the flubs. Posted that, and while I posted that, while that was rendering and posting, and I was answering comments and stuff, like I was playing the game. I was rushing through the game as fast as I could through that whole Crown Tundra thing, which is a fun little story. It was definitely like about the amount of content you would expect from like a third game to add. Yeah, so I rushed through that, doing all the Regis. And getting to this spot that I'm in now, Wednesday night, and like it ended up being like just after midnight that I did it, and from there I stopped because it was midnight. I went to bed. I woke up, and then like in the morning I made a poll asking everyone like which one do you want me to hunt, because I hadn't like set it off yet. I hadn't activated it yet. Waited until like halfway through my lunch break. Like the start of my lunch break, I got the computer working, got it hooked up. About halfway through my lunch break, the responses were overwhelmingly for Drago. So I made the thumbnail, scheduled the stream for like an hour after work was over, and then spent that hour after work was over panicking, trying to get anything shiny hunting ready together for a team. It was very rushed to get this stream working. I think it was worth it. It was a lot of fun, and it is a lot of fun. There's just definitely some stuff I want to work on, and it's going to be those little things I kind of work on over time with it. Gonna hunt the Sword of Justice. Is that something I can do? What is that? I don't actually know what that is. Only gotten 2 full odds shinies. They're both random encounters. Nice. Yeah, I've had a couple like full odds random encounter shinies. Those are always really cool because like you're not expecting them. Oh, the Gen 5 legends. I mean, yeah, I'll go for all of them. I just haven't. And I was trying to go for all of them and use some. That really should have been familiar to me, but Sword and Shield, I immediately thought it was something to do with the new games, not the old ones. I'm ashamed. But yeah, pretty much any legend I haven't gotten yet, I absolutely want to go for. And realistically, I'll go for legends in this one again that I've already gotten. Yeah, they're the 3 legendary deer with the big swords. Yeah, like Verizian, Cobalion. Why can't I remember the other one? Do I even know the name of the other one? I feel like I should. But Verizian and Cobalion I know. Terra is a hint. Terrakion? Why does that sound right, but also very wrong? Oh, it is. Hey, I'm right. I'm right. I knew the whole time. Definitely wasn't kind of a guess. Don't blame me for not remembering everything. It took a break. The only reason that you're doing this Wonderlock is to get back into Pokemon. Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like some of that stuff I should remember, but at the same time, like Alan had said, I haven't played Gen 5 all the way through. I only really, I recognize their names. I just wasn't putting two and two together. Hopefully I can stay back into Pokemon a bit more. Alright, so we're on 294. We're going to 300, guys. We're going to 300. We're close enough. Close enough. We're just going to go over the 2-hour mark here. Hit 300 encounters. That'll be a good wrapping up point. Mac, how's the hunt going? It's going well, Cookie. It's going well. Welcome back. We're going to go to 300, so we've got, like, 6 more here. What's the white square that says alerts? So that's where, like, if someone donates or super chats, becomes a member, subscribes, and they have their subscriptions public, it'll show up there. So, like, you know, so-and-so subscribed, so-and-so super chatted, so-and-so became a member. It'll pop up there. That's what that's for. Basically just, like, gives it a little spot for it to show up in that isn't, like, over top everything else. It doesn't get a whole lot of use, but it is nice to have it, like, separate there. Just finished watching Tremors 7. What is that, man? I know you mentioned it earlier in the stream. How was it, though, Juan? What is it, and how was it? Yo, Alan donating €1, man. I appreciate that. Dono hype. Dono hype indeed. Let's get some hype in the chat for that awesome super chat from Alan. Yeah, there you go. Super chatting €1. I appreciate it, man. You're the latest super chat as well. Holding the title in the chat on the stream. Been sitting here trying to get a Wonder Trade partner to know wants to trade with you. Oh no. It's like Wonder Trades are still like live happening? I always figured like Wonder Trade was kind of this weird like you put a Pokemon out there and you get one back later, but I guess that obviously doesn't make sense. Thank you so much, Alan. I really appreciate that. Yeah. I guess it makes sense that like you need to have 2 people there at the same time for it, but I feel like it's going to become more and more of a limitation as time goes on. That's a GTS. Yeah, I mean, I know that's how GTS worked. I'm kind of silly for thinking that's how Wonder Trade worked, too. Like, I almost felt like you were essentially putting your Pokemon into Wonder Trade. Like, and then someone would take that Pokemon out and put a new one in. It was almost like a line, like a chain of them, more than a direct trade, but that doesn't make sense. It's a franchise that these old snake-like creatures that are about 30 feet in length that can hunt by sound and eat people. Interesting. Interesting. It sounds like it would terrify me. So you filled the white square. The white square has been useful today. The alert box is not lonely anymore. Snake. I am not a fan of snakes. It sounds lovely. Encounter 299. Be open to that version of Wonder Street. I feel like that would work in a situation where like there are less people using the game. Alright guys, encounter 300, let's go. Let's go. 300 hype. Let's see guys. Moment of truth, whether or not we get the shiny today. If we do, it'll be extremely, extremely hype. If we don't, I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. It's been a blast. Let's actually see as well. I want to see if anyone else is shiny hunting at the moment. Live. Let's see, guys. Do you have anyone who is interested in trying to do a raid? It's been a while since we've done one. $300 wasn't a shiny, guys. It is unfortunate. However, it just means we'll have to hunt some more next time. I think Rainbow just went live. Did they? Hey, yeah, Rainbow just went live. Mario Kart 8, yeah, we can hop over and do that. It says 301. Yes, the next encounter will be 301 or what? I'm not 100% sure. We hit 300 and I wanted to do another. Yeah, Rainbow's doing a Mario Kart stream. Do we want to hit up a Rainbow Lycanroc stream with a mindless raid? It's been a while. It's been a very long time since we've done any kind of raid, guys. Type hashtag mindless raid in the chat if you guys are interested. 30 years of Tremors and still love it. Juan with the last minute super chat. Juan, thanks so much, man. I appreciate it. Taking his spot back as the latest super chat. Dono hype, yeah, guys. We get some mindless. We get some Dono hype and some mindless raid in the chat, and we will get we'll get ready to do a raid over on yeah, there we go. There we go, Juan. Thank you for that super chat donation, man. I really appreciate it. So, guys, we're going to be raiding Rainbow Lycanroc here. Let me go ahead and grab this link. All right, all right. Oh, yeah, she just got started. Yeah, she's still starting soon up. But all right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in today, guys. I will see you all next time. Hopefully I'll see you in this raid right now. And until then, take care.